not realtors.
Or interior designers.
Oh, that is nice.
But we do go into people's homes with their permission.
We're taking you on a tour of some amazing dream homes.
Today we are at beautiful Mosquito Creek Marina in North Vancouver.
Yeah, we're checking out two very different homes with two unique families as well, but they have something in common.
That's right, one is originally from France and the other from Germany. Und wir freuen uns total auf heute.
Oui, oui. I don't speak French, I'm sorry.
Your average houseboat. This is a modern float home. It's in the city. It's just 20 minutes from downtown Vancouver.
The float homes vary in size from 900 to around 1,700 square feet, and they all have different names, which is really cool. There's the Raven, the Bear, the Eagle, or my favorite, the Wolf.
I'm Christine.
I'm Philippe, and this is our dream home. We came 8 years ago from France to Canada to develop my art and my business, but also for the quality of life.
The abstract visual artist and his wife share their dream home with their 3-year-old son.
Raising a child on a float home is actually not very different from raising a child in a regular home, except we don't have the garden, so we tend to be on the move more often. So we go to the beach, we go to the mountain, and then we have the boat close by, so it's really easy to go spend some time on the boat, and he's got it pretty good.
Oh, what has happened?
Kellen speaks both French and English, and sometimes a mix of both, and he loves to meet new people.
Kellen just loves to stand on the deck and wave out to people, and sometimes they wave back, which gets him really excited.
The float home also doubles as a studio for Philippe.
As a studio, it's fantastic because I have the full light for that, and the sound is also completely different. It's a silence, pure, and the view. The view is very important for the creation.
For Philippe, art imitates life, and for this family, life is pretty bright on a float home. Philippe, here we are in your kitchen, which goes into your dining room and into the living room, and I imagine you have a lot of fun here, a lot of entertaining.
Yes, we love to entertain people because the vibrations are so good, and it's like to give a present to our friends.
The open concept is great for that because you can be cooking while you're talking to people, having a glass of wine, and I can actually feel the place moving a little bit right now.
It's rocking. This is very fun.
Yeah, I haven't had any wine either, just to clarify.
One of Peter's best skills, getting the homeowners to have a drink with him.
Obviously, without any of the artwork in here, it would be very plain, but you are an artist. All of this art is yours, and that's why you went with the white, is that correct?
Exact. Why? Because the colors bring emotion and energy, and we need to contrast. If we have a yellow wall with all this color, it will be too much, and we love to give the sensation of open space.
It must be so inspiring looking out the window, having some music, the beautiful view. Does that help you with your art?
Completely, because the light is very important, and the light is perfect here. And the view, because with the view you have a better vision of everything. You don't have something closed, but you have something open, and it's open your mind too.
I can definitely see how Philippe can get inspired in this space. I mean, you've got the view, you've got the gentle rocking, the ocean breeze. It feels like you're in a different world.
Now, I have to ask about the art. These pieces that you have chosen for your walls, are these ones that you planned on selling but fell in love with and wanted to keep, or how did you decide on these?
It's tricky. I love them, and I plan to sell them too. We can change them with our mood.
So you have a constant rotation of different artwork, and
yes, I love that.
Based on your mood. And I noticed as soon as you walk in, they're just so bright, and they certainly put a smile on your face when you walk in the room. And speaking of smile, I think I need another pick-me-up. I understand you make a mean espresso, is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, well, why don't we have a coffee? Now, I fell in love with espresso when I went to Paris about 7 years ago, and there's just really nothing better than just a plain espresso.
We love that.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, let's do it.
smell it because it's magic to first time.
My very first espresso was in Paris, and now it's neat to be back in Canada in North Van on a float home, having another one with a true Parisian.
Makes you happy.
Nothing better. Well, thank you. Cheers. Let's head outside in the patio and enjoy.
Coming up, we'll show you the perfect place to enjoy that espresso.
But first, it's time to head downstairs and see the most colorful room in this house, belonging to, you guessed it, the cutest member of this family. I'm very excited to get a tour of your room with you. Do you like this space?
So you can probably tell this is my first time interviewing a 3-year-old.
That's one of your toys?
This is my toes.
Oh. Are you a big fan of your dad's artwork?
Yes.
Yes?
I think it's going really well.
You've got a great bed here. Is that comfortable in the evenings?
No.
Okay, so that didn't totally work.
Yeah, Bianca, I think your interview's going real well. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you ask him about the current economic state of America?
I'm just gonna take it in another direction.
Do you like to paint too? What do you like about painting? Oh, you can also paint nails.
There it is. I knew we'd have something in common.
Wait, Bianca was worried she wouldn't have something in common with a 3-year-old?
And then it happened. I asked him about his passion for music, and I had my Barbara Walters moment.
No Mick Jagger, no Bruce Springsteen here. You want to be like?
Prince. Yeah.
Prince, we have another thing in common. He's one of my faves. Raspberry beret. Do, do.
Stop it.
You've got a guitar here, but you also have your Prince guitar. So I'm hoping that we can jam right now together.
We're just getting started on our tour of this Spirit Trail float home.
And after the break, we'll show you the ultimate patio experience on the water with views of the city.
We've been touring this incredible float home community in North Vancouver, the first of its kind in Canada.
Modern interiors, plenty of living space, and ocean views. They're redefining what it means to live on the water.
Wow, this is incredible. Must be a great way to start your day, whether it's raining or any time of the season, eh? Just a beautiful place to start off.
Yes.
I can't imagine what it must be like to walk out to that view every day, whether it's a cup of coffee in the morning or a glass of wine in the evening.
Now you see a lot of different styles of homes, different boats. How does yours compare to some of these other ones? Some people actually live on their boats as well, is that right?
As well, and every houses have a character, and I love that. And the house is going with the people. The people have a strong character too, and they are gentle and nice. And all these houses, and with us, we are doing a community.
Growing up in a small town, community is very important to me. And I know living in Vancouver, we often lose that sense of community, so it's neat to see a group of people coming together and redefining what a community is. And that's so important, right? Living somewhere you love, but also having a community with the people around you as well.
Yes, and since I'm in Vancouver, I was looking for a community, and I move in many places, but the strongest community I ever meet is here on the Floathome.
Interesting. Community on the water, that's a good way to live. Well, let's enjoy the view, enjoy our espresso. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers is for the wine.
Oh, for the wine, okay. Well, let's go to some wine next then.
I just had a fantastic tour of Kellan's room, and now we're here in the master suite, your space.
We have our beautiful bedroom that looks out to the deck, the city, and the ocean.
Again, an amazing view.
Living on a float home is really cool because you literally live on the water. You have the perspective of a boat, or a duck, or an iceberg. Not that there's many around here, but you know what I mean.
What Peter's trying to say is the views are incredible from a float home.
I notice now you've got your husband's lovely artwork, but you've also got sort of an eclectic mix. Why did you go for that?
We love art, so we have some of Philippe's work. We have some 19th century work here, local.
A mix of your, sort of tastes in terms of art.
Absolutely.
It's like a mini art gallery down there.
Philippe is an artist, and his artwork is all over their house. But what's interesting about their bedroom is the fact that he has some of his work, as well as some early 19th century art that was passed down by his family.
You've got the bedrooms, both bedrooms, on the bottom floor. Why did you do that?
The upstairs has a beautiful view. It's great for entertaining, and we just love being up there. And downstairs, it turns out that when the house rocks, if there's a wave or
It happens when you live on the water, yeah.
It does. Then actually the lower level rock less. So that's why you put the bedrooms downstairs.
But it must be nice to kind of have a gentle swaying, if you're trying to get to sleep at night.
It is.
Very relaxing.
It's pretty surprising how still it is when you're standing in the float home. But just when you forget that you're standing on water, you get that gentle rocking, and it's actually pretty calming.
Tell me about your bathroom.
We picked the tiles ourselves. We got the double sink because you never know when you're going to have an assistant when you're putting on makeup in the morning. So he's got his own sink. We've got a jetted tub, which is amazing on those cold winter nights, just, for a little soak.
And just like upstairs, this place has a beautiful view of the city, of the marina. Let's have a look. Wow, it is beautiful out here.
And thank you. Yeah, it's my favorite spot in the house.
Oh, and you can even see little sea life down there.
It must be so amazing to walk out on your patio, peer over, and see all the sea life in the water.
It's hard to believe that downtown is just, a 10-minute drive away, and yet it's so quiet and relaxed over here.
Yeah, definitely. Love it here.
I love this place. I mean, you've got oceanfront property, it's close to the city, and it's affordable. I mean, that's unheard of in Metro Vancouver.
Living in a float home is a very unique lifestyle, especially if you have a young family. For myself, with a young daughter, I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to teach her about marine life. You could look at all the boats going by. And if you act like a child all the time like me, it's a lot of fun too.
We're really happy in this house. It's just a beautiful house. Every day we get so much sun and so much light, and can't tire ourselves of the view.
For the moment, it's a perfect house for our perfect family.
Stay with us. We aren't saying au revoir just yet.
After the break, we'll show you another float home with a different layout.
But the same great views and this trendy kitchen, which has a pretty cool backsplash. We've been touring this modern float home in North Vancouver that belongs to the Socazo family.
It fits this family of 3 perfectly and even doubles as an art studio. But now we're heading next door to meet the neighbors.
I'm Iris.
I'm Max.
And this is our dream home. Max and I, we came from Germany in 1990, and we are Canadians at heart.
Max and Iris may not be new to life in Canada, but living on their float home is still a novelty.
It's just a very slow motion movement, nothing intruding. It's just lovely.
Another big plus for this busy couple?
Cheers.
The laid-back lifestyle.
You come home from a stressful day of work, and you get to leave the stress behind. You see your dream home, and all is forgotten.
It's like vacation.
The guys were thrilled when they got the chance to design the interior of their home. They also made sure to decorate with Iris's own paintings.
Years ago, I started to paint with watercolor, and I just love it. And I haven't painted in a long time, but those that you see on the wall are all my own. Living here on the West Coast, I just love everything about it. The nature and everything, to me, this is very special. It's dear to my heart.
But things aren't always quiet and relaxing here. This place is also a popular venue for parties.
We love to have guests here. We entertain. Everybody that comes, though, doesn't want to leave.
Now, the first thing I noticed coming up the stairs in this beautiful room has got to be your kitchen.
Yes, it is my forte. I cook and I bake. I just love being in the kitchen, and I always wanted a big open space kitchen.
And I love the dark wood that you went with.
Yes, it's called dark espresso. Before we had always everything white, and we just love this dark now.
Now, you originally are from Germany. Are you ever baking up some German treats? Are you ever making some schnitzel?
I do. I make Seelen. They look almost like little baguettes, but you will find them in southern Germany, and I do those.
Well, Iris, you and I have something in common. I love to bake German breads as well. My favorite German bread would have to be the tortilla.
Peter, that's Spanish. One thing that I noticed, also being German, is that you have adorable little Nutellas.
I am a total Nutella freak, and my husband was at a business trip in Alaska. He came back and he says to me, Iris, I have a gift for you. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking, a bracelet, maybe a necklace.
Earrings.
And there were 7 little Nutellas for every day one for a whole week. It warmed my heart, and I'm thinking, not a diamond, even better.
Even better.
Nutella.
Okay, don't tell Peter, but Iris gave me one of her coveted Nutella jars. I'm saving it for a special occasion. Let's talk about your backsplash, because that is very unique. I've never seen that. You know, normally it's just kind of a wall, but you have windows.
Yeah, because we thought, you know what, let's not do tiles. The windows are there, they're just awesome because it gives natural light, and when I stand there I see the mountains on top of the windows, and then all the water and the rocks and the lower set of windows. And as I prepare my food, I just watch a seal playing or an otter feeding on the rocks or ducks going by. It's just beautiful.
Later in the show, Peter's getting a look at the tool room, a place he's not too familiar with. But first, Iris and I are taking this tour into the living room.
Here we are in your beautiful living room, and I noticed right away that you have some very comfortable looking chairs that also look pretty stylish.
My husband always wanted these lazy boy chairs, and I have always fought him and told him, no, we're gonna get stylish chairs. But he wanted to be comfortable, and I found these ones, and so I said to my husband, okay, now you can have it.
Iris, you are so right. A good marriage is all about compromise. For example, my wife compromised when she married me.
I noticed this table right away because it's got all kinds of lights, and it kind of looks like they go on forever.
Yes, this is actually an infinity table. We found this one and we thought, that's the table.
And I like too that you've paired it with an IKEA cabinet. So you've got kind of high-end and more, affordable.
Yes.
I love that, pairing high-end with affordable. Although in my place, I'm putting more emphasis on affordable right now.
That rug, it's actually an authentic designer rug, and it was a wedding gift for my husband and myself from my sister, and it's 25 years old. It's just lovely. So we knew this one we have, so we decorated around the rug to make it work.
I love it. You've kind of mixed the old in with the new. You have something from the homeland too with you at all times. It's beautiful. And now, I'm constantly distracted by your amazing view, so we got to check out the patio.
Yeah.
So Max, here we are in your workspace, your little shop that you've created. Now, what I love about your place is you've really utilized every square foot in your house. Tell me, what kind of stuff do you work on in your shop here?
We actually have a boat, and there's always something to do, so I can bring it in here and work later in the night. And also whatever comes on in the house, it's done usually possible by myself. If it's not done right, I don't have to blame somebody else.
I gotta hand it to Max. He's a real handyman and probably saves himself some money. Me, I just hire someone, because when I fix things, I end up making them worse.
Yep, I can confirm that. The man could cook a 5-course meal, but he's pretty useless when it comes to tools.
Let's talk about your water heater. It's not a traditional water heater, what you'd see in a normal house, is it?
No, it has no holding tank, so it's heating up as the hot water is demanded. You never run out of hot water. You can have 50 showers in the morning, it's not getting cold.
50 showers a day is
quite a few showers, but when you're working as hard as Max, you probably need an extra one for sure.
But it's not big enough in here that if you get put in the doghouse, you can't sleep in here, can you?
No, that's why we put a bench outside the front door.
There you go.
So far, was no need for it. So
getting along so far.
Getting along, yeah.
You'll want to stay with us because after the break, we're getting a look at Max's beer stein collection.
And we'll show you the perfect place to drink that beer. Today on Dream Homes, we're making ourselves at home on the water. That's right, we're touring the Spirit Trail Ocean Home with Max and Iris Geist.
Cheers.
German imports with a love for the West Coast.
As a German girl, I am so excited that you have a beer stein collection.
Of course Bianca's excited about the beer stein. She carries that thing everywhere. I've even seen her around the office with it.
You've got the oldest one in your hand right now. How old is this?
That was handed out to my grandpa in 1912. There's his name, very special to me. It's lots of history.
How cool is it to have a piece of family, tradition, and the homeland right in your hand? And this, made in Germany, it's a collector's item, you said?
Sometimes they come out and they make only maybe 1,000. I used to collect them, but now the room, the space gets smaller.
Space for the steins. Do you ever drink beer out of them?
Not on.
No.
Not on. Out of them. No.
They're sacred.
You don't drink beer out of a beer stein? What's the point in having it?
Peter, beer steins for some people are works of art. They're steeped in history and tradition. For me, well, I drink pretty much everything out of mine, but that's just me. I'm feeling much more relaxed already on your beautiful patio.
I know you do.
You do too, probably.
Yes, because when I come out here, all I want to see is the view. I want to relax on my chairs. I want to have maybe a glass of wine.
Absolutely.
And enjoy my flowers.
Yes, your flowers are gorgeous and they really add to the space.
Thank you. Max didn't like so many this year, but I just went out and got them and he's happy with them.
Isn't that always the case with men? Sometimes you just gotta show them what looks good and then they'll agree.
You know, Bianca, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure my wife's used that tactic on me and I didn't even realize it.
We've got a beautifully set table there. You must have breakfast, lunch, and dinner out here in the nice weather.
If at all possible, we do.
Is that a barbecue in the corner?
Yep, that's a barbecue.
Some bratwurst on the barbecue, maybe? I love bratwurst. I mean, you've got your Wohlwurst, your Weißwurst, your Knackwurst, your Leberwurst, and your Thüringer Bratwurst.
Oh, well, Bianca, I didn't know you were so well versed in the worst.
What's it like when it rains here?
It's actually almost equally nice because you get to enjoy the weather and I don't mind the rain.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah,
yes.
it is.
So
Yeah.
rain or shine, great space to be in.
I'm on vacation.
This place is fantastic. I mean, it's always stocked with Nutella. Max and Iris are so great. They were such amazing hosts. I mean, I could move in. I could maybe sleep where Max keeps all those extra beer steins.
What I like about these float homes is the fact that you can custom make them to your lifestyle. With Max and Iris, Max has his shop, and the upstairs, the big open concept opening onto the patio. It fits their lifestyle perfectly.
You have the water, you have the mountains, you've got everything. There's nothing left that you could possibly want.
I cannot imagine living somewhere else at the moment.
I do see it as our home and hopefully for a long time, if not forever.
Peter, what an incredible day touring these side-by-side float homes here in North Vancouver.
I know, I'm always shocked here in Dream Homes we find these hidden gem neighborhoods that I've never heard of before.
And we were treated to some European hospitality.
That's the other thing that surprises me. We go into people's homes with cameras, we take the place over, and they're so nice to us. Today we were treated to some espresso and prosecco.
So delicious. Hey, there's only one thing left to say. Dankeschön and merci beaucoup.
And thank you.
On next week's show, we're skipping the flight to England and checking out this incredible English manor right here in British Columbia.
With 12 bedrooms, a luxury pool and hot tub, this place will make you feel like royalty. Join us next time on Dream Homes.
50 showers. Hey, Shay. 50 showers! Who needs a shower right now? 2 showers an hour. That's the minimum. Sorry, I'm losing it.